Hey guys, how's it going? I'm more Fatty here, and today, we have another good matchup here. Top 250 league. Yesterday was top 100. We did end up pulling out the victory. Ended up converting a critical fourth down and scoring 3 touchdowns. Wasn't happy about only converting one out of three 2-point conversions. So I did switch up my guards. I put Kyle Long at left guard. The hope is there that he can get out and pull better than Shaq Mason. And actually, I'm going to switch up my tackles too before we get into this match. But what I did forget to do yesterday was I forgot to put in my offensive coaches while I did my drives. So I'm not going to forget to do that today because, who knows? Maybe having Jason Garrett in there may have made a difference. Maybe I get 2 out of 3 2-pointers if I had him in there. So I am going to put those 2 guys in. And then I'm also going to switch my tackles. For some reason, this guy, Rick Wagner, he's been getting blown up a lot on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and move him to left tackle and hope that Joe Thomas can do a better job on the right side. And you see, I did move Shaq Mason there. He's up at right guard now, and Kyle Long to left guard. Shaq Mason, he's decent speed, 79 speed. That's really good speed for a guard, but Kyle Long is a little bit faster. He's an 83 speed. The cool thing I have going on right now is Shaq Mason's giving everyone on my squad a +3 strength. That's pretty awesome. And then because I have Shazier, he's also giving himself and Shaq Mason another +1. So that's pretty helpful. All right, so they did have a guy that was a 99, I believe. He was he's 101. He must have trained his team up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm playing him as a 98. Ideally, I'd probably try and level myself up a little bit more, but because 98 against a 101, and I have a 99 offense against a 104 defense. Yeah, I mean, he definitely made it tougher, and he definitely trained himself up. He was lower earlier in the day. I don't have time here to sit and try and train my team, so I'm just gonna play him as is. You can see no one's playing him. We're gonna scout him real quick. Obviously, he has an awesome defense. Shazier, just ridiculous speed. This is kind of overkill though, because this year it's looking like everything's capped at 99. So the fact that he trained Shazier up this high is kind of overkill. Maybe he wanted to get his coverage stats better. His coverage stats do start out a little bit lower. I don't think he's an ideal middle linebacker 1, just because his coverage stats really, they're okay, but I guess they're okay where they are now. But I would prefer, coverage stats more like Ray Lewis's at middle linebacker 1. Yeah, and he has Vic Beasley, who's a good pass rush out there, good enough at pass coverage. And then Sean Lee. So Sean Lee is just straight pass coverage. Shouldn't worry too much about him with the pass rush. Not really a good pass rusher. And his defensive ends definitely have speed. Khalil Mack and Dent. Yeah, 290+ speed defensive ends. And 2 legend safeties. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why he would have... Well, I guess he cares a lot about speed, but in my opinion, I'd rather have Singletary at middle linebacker 1. But whatever. You can see here his team is insanely trained. He's like a 104 defense. I've been grinding head-to-head a lot lately, playing higher guys, and I've obviously head-to-heads on all Madden, so hopefully his team doesn't seem that hard while I'm playing. So yeah, we're going to get into these drives here just real quick. I just want to talk a little bit about how I changed my play calling slightly. Motion cross is what I'm going to use from the left hash for testing play from now on, just because the counterplay against motion cross, as long as it's not a critical counter, it's really easy to break. 9 Velcro is probably the easiest counter to break in the game, counterplay. What 9 Velcro is, the defense drops 9 into coverage. So if they drop a 9 into coverage, obviously they're only rushing 2. So you have a lot of time back there to throw the ball as long as it's not critically countered, and you can usually find a hole in the zone. It's the same coverage on halfback option as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And yeah, we'll see here. He probably has a pretty good game plan. The one set drawback here is him being a 101. Well, I mean, he's a 101 and I'm a 98, so he's probably going to have... I noticed this year it's by overall, not by necessarily defense. So he's a 101 and I'm a 98. So maybe he critically counters a couple more than he normally would have if I was like 100 or a 99. But there's no way I'm getting myself that high right now. So, and I'm also, you know, the best matchup for him in our league. So yeah, I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't play him here. So yeah, I'm going to get into that. Oh, and the other thing that I need to mention real quick, I know this is taking a little bit longer than I hoped, but from playing head-to-head, I realized my second down plays, I need to focus more on short passes on second downs. So besides the first series, and actually I might even change that. Even on the first series, I'm probably going to call a short pass on second down from the right hash. Or the left hash. I'm probably just going to call a short pass on second down. I do have halfback option in there just because there are short options for that play, but it's also a good play to use if you're third and fourth and long. So, yeah. But I am going to make an effort here to use more short passes, specifically spread fly drag, and empty shallow cross. Now, last year I used spread fly drag all the time. This year I stopped using it because it didn't seem like it was as effective, but I've been using it more in head-to-head recently, and it is still working pretty well a high percentage of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and use it a little bit more often. The drawback to it, spread fly drag this year, is a lot more people are having it hard countered, and that's the dime formation. So, oh wow, awesome. That's great. I'm glad I got that on camera. Nothing really I can do there. I mean, besides avoid returning the kick, which I guess I could have done. I think he kicked it in the end zone, so I guess I could have done that, but that's pretty amazing right there. I'm sure you guys will have fun watching that. Literally nothing I can do. That's kind of sad, but okay. If he kicks it in the end zone, I'm not going to run it out. And I won't make that mistake again. Yeah, he's not kicking it in the end zone, so pretty much have to return it. And that's pretty unfortunate because this Rainey guy, he's actually boosted up 8 points because he's a team of the week. Somehow still manages to get blown up and fumble the ball. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to try and score 16 here. And he doesn't have spread fly drag countered. Okay. So immediately I know his game plan's not optimal to not have this play countered. He's definitely going to be blitzing. He's in a 3-4. I'm going to be looking at either Falk or Adams real quick. I'm not going to have a lot of time, so. Yeah. I'm not sure why he lobbed the ball. That's pretty annoying that he decided to lob the ball for no reason. But all right, so he doesn't have spread fly drag counter. That's good information. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with trips tight end wide receiver corner. Like I said, shorter passes. Counter formation for this is dime, so potentially could have it countered. He doesn't. Fox wide open. Perfect. All right, so I think I've been focusing more on throwing out routes and shorter passes on second down, so I think it's gonna help my scoring. So yeah. Now the one thing that is kind of annoying to me is that I didn't even get a chance there to score, but whatever. We're gonna let that one go. Nothing really I can do. And let's see, what do I want to call here? I'm going to call smash. Yeah, I'm going to call smash. The good thing about smash, it's also a deep zone for the counter. So as long as it's not critically countered, I can still get it off to Devontae Adams over there. and he doesn't have a counter because the counter for it's a nickel. So it seems to me like he has a pretty weak game plan. The fact that he doesn't have smash or spread slot flags countered. These are two very good plays, and I can usually light defenses up if they don't take these plays away. So, all right. So read here if it's a zone. These are the type of plays I like the most, where I can just read one side of the field, because Adams most of the time will be open if it's man. And then Moss most of the time will be open if it's zone, unless it's a deep zone. If it's a deep zone, I can get it to Adams. So I really like calling smash from the right hash because you have a short pass option on the left side of the field, and then you also have a potential home run with Moss depending on the type of zone coverage. So it is a deep zone, so I can get it to him right there pretty easy. And let's see here. I'm going to go with test for halfback option. Also doesn't have this countered. Okay, so yeah, so this is a great play if it's not countered, obviously. I love when it's man coverage because Falk usually burns the linebacker covering him. And if it's zone, I can get it up to Gronk over the linebackers in front of the safety. And it's going to be zone, and Fox, but it's a deep zone, so Fox really wide open underneath. And sometimes you can get it underneath in that zone too if the linebackers drop too deep, which they dropped pretty deep there, so that was a pretty easy read. I like plays like that where you have two routes, one's a short, one's a long, and you can read them real close to each other. And you can kind of dissect the coverage and choose which one you think is the better option. So we have a bunch of plays here that are open. I'm going to go with motion cross here. He also doesn't have this countered. Okay, so this guy officially has just a trash game plan. He's in a 4-3. This might be a blitz. If it's a blitz, I'm just going to step up and get into the middle of the field to Adams coming across. If it's zone. But if it's man, I'm going to look to either Gronk or Moss. And it's zone. Linebackers drop back. So I should be able to roll out here and get it to Adams. Nice. It's weird. He does have really fast defensive ends, so that was kind of close. Pretty much almost too close for my liking. But it is what it is. And, you know, he does the tap toe, and then he taps his toes all the way up the field. You see how the camera's moving? All right, well, after I pause it, it stopped, but whatever. I'm going to call a run here on first down. I'm going to flip weak guy double counter. He also doesn't have this counter. Counter for it is the 3-4. Okay, so what I've been doing a lot more of recently is flipping spread slot flags. For some reason, the coverage on it is really jacked up most of the time when you flip it, so Gronk is probably going to be open. It's another one of those plays where I can read the right side of the field. If it's man, Crabtree's going to be open. If it's zone, Gronk's going to be open. Unless it's a deep zone, then I'll get it to Crabtree. So it's man, and Crabtree's open. Let's see. We'll go with smash here again on first. All right, now we can get it up to Moss because he is in a zone. Yeah, no chance of converting on toss. That's frustrating. It's been happening a lot more recently, where toss is just getting blown up. I kind of want to try it not flipped, honestly. It hasn't been really working that well flipped lately. I think I actually am going to try it unflipped this time. So, possible that he's live countering, although I doubt it with how bad his game plan is. There's no way he's going to be able to get all those counters in there anyways, because he's pretty much wide open, but we'll approach this as if he's live countering, so I'll just test the same plays again. And if one of them's countered, then we know. You're going to go with spread slot flags, and it's not countered, so we know he's not live countering. And again, I'm just going to read this play, going to Adams or Moss, depending on the coverage. Deep zone, so it's going to Adams underneath. And I'm going to go with double hitch here. Deep zone again, Crabtree's open underneath. Smash. Oh, he might. Let's see if this is the counter formation for smash. I'm not even going to risk trying to get it out to Adams. I'm just going to get it to Falk out of the backfield. And it'll be interesting to see if he has this hard counter or not, because then he actually live countered this. Okay, yeah, it's a soft counter, so he's not live countering. No one's open there. Not even going to risk it. I could have tried to make something happen and force it, but I don't even want to. Whatever, we have plenty of downs here. So we're going to go with trips tight end, wide receiver corner. Get it out to Gronk. Let's go with the run here. Oof, we almost broke that. I think he countered that too. Counter formation is a 3-4 for that, so let's see if he countered that. He didn't counter it. And let's go try and get up to Gronk here. Deep zone again. I'm going to go with play action slide flipped. On short yardage situations, this play works really well. The AI actually makes a little bit more sense this year. On third and short and second and short, if you call play action, it works really well. It's probably actually the best time to use play action, which it actually makes sense because in real life, that's the best time to use play action is on second and third and short. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Empty shallow cross. So this is ideal. This is why I flipped this play. Well, I'm flipping it because I usually like to get it to Falk. So because there's more space on the left, that's why I'm flipping it. But the good thing about this here is that there's a linebacker matched up with him. So it'll be interesting to see how well Sean Lee covers him. Sean Lee, I think, is only like an 89 speed and Falk's a 99. So, and plus, Falk has the best route running and catch in traffic. Like in the game, he's the best receiving halfback. So I'm expecting him to be open here. And it's a zone, but he's still open underneath. He's able to get it in there. Pretty easy first down. So I'm going to call a play here where like curl flats. I'm going to be looking to Gronk, and if he's not open, I'm just going to scramble. And he's not open, but let's see if I can get it in. Yeah, get it in pretty easy. All right, I'm not gonna flip it this time. Let's see if that helps. That did help. It actually seemed like it worked better than when it's flipped for, recently. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Unfortunate that I wasn't able to get 3 scores. I think it's pretty obvious to tell that this guy's game plan was subpar, and I would have definitely gotten 3 scores if for some reason my team didn't decide to fumble on the kickoff. So thanks for watching. Any pointers would be greatly appreciated.